Welcome to Luck Scout Mindfulness. When everything is against you, it's time to go higher. Life is not easy, and there are moments when you feel like everything is against you. You may feel as though you've reached the end, with no way forward, and giving up seems like the only option. But that is exactly the moment when you have the opportunity to take off and rise higher, just like an airplane. In fact, it's in those times of immense difficulty that you are poised for the greatest growth. Henry Ford described this phenomenon in the best possible way, having experienced it numerous times in his life. His famous quote, "When everything seems to go against you, remember that the plane takes off against the wind, not with it," beautifully encapsulates the idea that adversity is a force for progress. Resistance fuels growth. When everything feels like it's pushing against you, it's important to realize that resistance is not meant to halt your progress. Much like an airplane needs wind to ascend, we often need challenges to push us toward our goals. The pressures we face, whether they are financial, personal, or professional, are the very forces that propel us forward. Henry Ford knew this from first-hand experience. Before achieving his dream of mass-producing affordable cars, he faced multiple failures and setbacks. Bankruptcy, ridicule, and rejection could have easily stopped him. But instead of succumbing to the resistance, Ford harnessed it. He learned from his failures, adjusted his strategies, and kept moving forward until he revolutionized the automobile industry. Ford's struggles were the wind against his plane, and they were essential for him to soar higher. Challenges force you to adapt. When life pushes against you, it forces you to adapt. Resistance doesn't just strengthen us, it makes us smarter. It pushes us to think differently, find new solutions, and grow in ways we might not have anticipated. Imagine working on a project only to face constant setbacks. Every time you think you've made progress, another obstacle arises. It's easy to feel defeated in such moments, but those are the exact times when growth happens. Just like an airplane must adjust to the wind and find the optimal angle to take off, we too must adjust when facing adversity. Challenges push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to be creative and find new ways to succeed. The more we adapt, the more capable we become of overcoming future obstacles. In this way, each challenge is not a hindrance, but an opportunity for growth. Adversity builds resilience. The winds of adversity that push against you may seem insurmountable at times, but they are what build resilience. Resilience is not something you are born with, it's something you develop by facing and overcoming challenges. Every setback you encounter helps you build the emotional and mental strength needed to handle the next one. Think about an athlete building muscle. They don't get stronger by lifting weights that are easy. They grow stronger by lifting weights that challenge them. The resistance they face in training breaks down their muscles, which then rebuild stronger. The same is true for us. Life's challenges break us down, but when we persist, we rebuild ourselves stronger and more resilient. Henry Ford understood this well. His resilience wasn't built in times of ease, but during the numerous failures he faced. Each failure made him more determined, more resourceful, and more resilient, allowing him to ultimately achieve his vision. Many people view failure as the end of the road. But failure is often the starting point of success. It is a critical component of learning and growth. Without it, we would never have the opportunity to correct our course and improve. Henry Ford experienced this repeatedly. He failed several times before his success with Ford Motor Company. He saw failure not as a reason to quit, but as feedback. Each setback was a lesson in what didn't work, and it helped him refine his approach. This mindset of seeing failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end is essential for anyone looking to achieve long-term success. When everything seems to go against you, it's easy to see failure as confirmation that you should stop trying. But remember, just as the plane uses the wind to lift off, you can use your failures to rise higher. Failure gives you the insight you need to improve, adapt, and try again with a better understanding. One of the greatest lessons in Ford's quote is the importance of persistence. It's not enough to simply face adversity, you must persist through it. When you feel like giving up, that's the exact moment when you should keep pushing. The more you persist, the closer you get to success. Most people give up just before they would have achieved their breakthrough. The resistance becomes too much and they walk away. But those who persist are the ones who succeed. Think of how many inventions, businesses, and creative endeavors would have never existed if the creators had given up at the first sign of failure. In Ford's case, his persistence through repeated failure and financial loss was what ultimately led him to create a company that changed the world. The wind may have been strong, but he used it to propel himself forward. The truth is, success is not found in the absence of struggle, it is found within it. The most successful people in any field have faced enormous challenges, but they persevered. The struggles we go through shape our character, teach us valuable lessons, and prepare us for greater achievements. Henry Ford didn't build an empire by avoiding challenges. He built it by embracing them, learning from them, and using them to fuel his drive to succeed. The struggles he faced weren't hindrances, they were the winds that helped him rise higher. Ford's quote is not just about the inevitability of challenges, but about the mindset you adopt when facing them. If you see adversity as a sign that you should stop, then you will remain grounded. But if you see it as an opportunity to rise higher, you will keep moving forward. It's important to embrace the winds of life and understand that they are necessary for your growth. Instead of fearing resistance, learn to use it. Adapt to it, persist through it, and allow it to strengthen you. When everything seems to go against you, it's time to go higher. Just as an airplane takes off against the wind, we too must rise when life pushes back. The wind is not there to stop you, it's there to help you ascend to new heights. Life's challenges, failures, and obstacles are the winds that can carry you to success if you learn to harness them. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember Henry Ford's words and keep pushing forward. The wind is strong, but so are you, and with persistence and resilience, you can rise above any adversity and reach your goals. Please like this video, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.